Have you ever noticed when you're in a bad mood, you assume a lot more? Someone gives you a short answer, and then suddenly your brain goes, they're mad at me, or they don't like me. But is that actually true? Or are you just assuming? Hi, I'm Scarlett Classic, and welcome to Classic Advice, a mental health podcast offering guidance for resilient souls, anchoring calm amid the chaos. So say you're not in the best of moods and you go to work, you say hi to a coworker, this may be your work bestie, and they give you one-word answers. Don't look up at you, or they're very quiet and seem off or not themselves. And your brain goes, something's wrong, and that something that's wrong must be me. When we're in a bad mood, or when we're not the happiest, I guess, like we're not happy, we're just in that state of mind that is not the best. Just not a great mood. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad mood, as in you're grumpy, but not the best mood. We're feeling like we may be off. I have noticed that for myself, when I'm in that frame of mind, I take things a lot more personally than if I am in a good mood. I assume a lot more, and then I spiral down, and you make it about you. You automatically think, and by you I mean we, I think that then it must be a reflection upon me. What did I do wrong? Now, on the flip side, when we are in a good mood, when I am in a good mood, I find I get a lot more curious. I'm a lot more outspoken. I'll ask questions. I'll check in and be like, hey, are you okay? You don't seem okay. For some reason, when we're in that low mood or low bad mood or whatever you want to call it, we don't ask as many questions. We're not quite as curious. And we just assume. That same situation, that walking into work, the good happy you and the off you, or the low mood you or the bad mood you, get two completely different responses from the person. When you're in a good mood, you recognize that there's something off about them, but you don't automatically jump to the conclusion that it's about you. You get curious and you ask questions. Or at least I do. I find that's the case with me. And then I ruminate on it and I think about it, because I'm not asking the question, and I'm wondering if it's me, and then I'm playing back in my head, is there something I did yesterday? And then I replay yesterday, trying to find a reason for their behavior. When we are in a good mood, we don't automatically assume it's about us. Sometimes we'll come up with other reasons because we're in a better frame of mind. We'll go, oh, well, maybe they just got in a fight with their spouse, or maybe their kid's going through something, or maybe they had a bad drive-in, maybe somebody almost hit them, maybe. There's a million different reasons that have absolutely nothing to do with you. They could be super stressed out about their finances, and they're just so tuned in and focused on that in the moment that, yes, they answered you funny, but it had nothing to do with you and everything to do with what they're going through. But when we're in that quote unquote low mood or bad mood or off mood, we seem to make it about us and that we're the center of the story. And like the saying goes, when I grew up, the world doesn't revolve around you, because it doesn't. But when we're in that frame of mind, for some reason, we seem to go there. There's so many problems that come with assuming. It can cause so many fights, miscommunication, tension, and then distance between in that relationship. And by assuming, you can create a problem that didn't even exist. Assuming is such a terrible thing for us to do. Speaking up and just asking and just checking in and just communicating does wonders. The solution to all of this is what I just said, but we have to be brave enough to do it. And that is to just ask, communicate, check in. Hey, are you okay? Did I do something? Getting clarity on the situation beats assumption every single time. And if they turn around and say, no, nothing's wrong, it's all good, you're good, and they're not being honest with you, then that is on them. Because if someone outright asks us, hey, did I do something? And they just don't want to hurt our feelings, so they don't say anything. Well, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we're not mind readers. So having that communication and being brave enough to ask the questions will bring understanding, and then you can stop ruminating about it and stop thinking about it. And stop thinking that it's about you. Before you take anything personally, pause. Think about your thought. Recognize it. Don't assume. And ask yourself, before you take something personally, pause. Recognize that you're having the thought. Think about your thoughts, so to speak, like we talked about a couple days ago, and ask yourself, am I assuming right now? Because it just might be the story in your head, and it might not be true. Speaking up and asking questions and stopping that cycle before it spirals down into complete chaos. This week, I would encourage you to stop assuming and start asking some questions. Thank you for tuning in to Classic Advice, guidance for resilient souls. May you stay anchored in what steadies you, rise resilient through what challenges you, and carry calm into whatever comes next. Take care. Love ya. Bye.